Hello, Wes Lee here with your Mesonet weather report. We have been fortunate this winter to have received above average rainfall. Maybe we are just spoiled, but it seems that precipitation has abruptly stopped. The 7-day rainfall map from Wednesday shows only trace amounts of moisture recorded. For some areas, it has been quite a while since a significant rainfall has fallen. In Alfalfa, Woods, and Beaver counties, it has been 1 to 2 months since a quarter inch of rainfall was recorded. Fortunately, our soil moisture is holding up pretty good in most of the state. The 16-inch plant available water map shows nearly 100% in all areas outside of the Northwest and Panhandle. Normally this time of year, when we see moisture levels like this, we expect it to be sufficient for quite a while. That may not be the case this year if we continue to get spring temperatures during the winter months. The highs on Wednesday afternoon had 80 showing up in many locations. This extra heat has the soil evapotranspiration levels higher than they should be this time of year. This map shows evapotranspiration for short crops like wheat on Tuesday. They will have been higher than this on Wednesday. To keep us spoiled, it is time for a mild cold front to arrive that brings with it some additional rainfall. Gary is up next with the newest drought map information.
Thanks, Wes, and good morning, everyone. Well, our National Drought Monitor map is looking much better, certainly much better than we were at this time last year. But let's take a look at that new map, see exactly where we are. We just have a couple of dollops, I guess is a good word, dollops of drought across south central and southwest Oklahoma, and then another tiny dollop up across far northeastern Oklahoma, centered again on Osage County. And now that we're looking at these little tiny splotches, I guess you would say, we know that these are basically long-term deficits that are creating these drought areas. So the short-term deficits, things like soil moisture and other matters related to that, have certainly improved. So we're dealing with long-term deficits, so more things like reservoirs, farm ponds, and things of that nature. So certainly good news there. Let's take a look at the first 20 days of February, the rainfall. When we look at this, it doesn't look too great. Lots of green and blues on there, which normally is not so good across Oklahoma, but when you're dealing with a month like February, when it's normally very dry, this really doesn't turn out to be too bad. So we go on our usual route, more in southeastern and central Oklahoma, less up to the northwest. However, as Wes showed you, we are starting to dry out in parts of the state, and if we look over the next week or two, it does look like we might see a little bit below normal precipitation totals. So again, for this time of year, not exactly disastrous, but it is something that we will have to keep our eye on. Spring's just around the corner. We're in a pretty good shape drought-wise. Hopefully we get some more momentum and get more of that drought out of there and keep it out this time. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.